Hey, look, we're live.
One more
Oh,
time,
we're
Sal.
live.
One more time, Sal.
What is going on?
We were just off air. The what do we call it, J Mike? Patreon.com/the open bar for the early hours. Go and support us there, and you can come kick it with us. Before the show, you can hear all the things that we say, because who knows? But Sal, we're gonna look. We usually don't do this. Okay, we usually are loyal to our patrons, and we force them to pay us, and we keep those early hour tidbits to the early hour show. But Sal, what you said, we have to share that at the beginning of the show.
Patreon's on me tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Deep pockets.
FF deep pox. Sal, come on.
Hey.
One more time. Please, one more time. Say it again. Please, for the people.
I asked J Mike if he ever considered highlighting every single comment in the chat on screen. And he said, I'm going to do it tonight. Great idea.
And J Mike said,
That's what he said.
Right?
I don't quite recall those words, but I'm here for it.
Yeah,
it's the American-Canadian language exchange.
Well, since now that he
What
said
I
that's
heard
what you're going to do, you kind of can't not do it, because then you'll just
see?
look like a schmuck. And so that means everybody in the comments just needs to come up with some off-the-wall stuff.
I just
All
learned
right.
recently what a schmuck was. I wasn't.
So, Sal, if that's the case, I guess the only thing that I have to ask is if I'm going to highlight every comment in the chats. So, obviously, whether that's on YouTube or Periscope, good evening, everyone. Do I have to also highlight the times when I say something in the chat?
Yes, yeah, that's how it works.
Man.
I would say no.
Or you highlight everyone else's comments, I highlight yours. I'll somehow find a way to do it. Even though I'm not signed into the chat. But it'll work.
Let's just run it then. The first comment of the night came from myself.
There we go.
Flawless first comment.
Why is this so
Honestly,
creepy?
it probably couldn't have gotten any better.
Myself.
Look at that
we
baby
see.
beard over there.
I know. A child.
Hey, I'll let your boy pre-quarantine. What's up with you? Long time no see, young fella. Miss you. Okay.
You cute though. Just fucking,
Cute,
that's what you gotta do.
Hi. I'll let you boy.
Come on
I'm
now.
doing both me and my kid haircuts. I'm over it.
This right here, the mark of Buddha. Fool, that's the skid mark of Buddha. What you mean?
And you have the skit.
Oh,
man.
Billy the
Shut
Skid.
up.
All right. Let's I agree with that message that popped up. Let's get the ish started, man. We're here. Look, I'm excited about that idea. That's like one of the first things that I've ever liked about anything in relation to the chat. So the so-called chat. So I'm here for that. And let's get it. We're live. All right. It's Tuesday. It's 9:30 Eastern ish. Enough of the lollygagging. Enough of the pitter patter. That one was for you, Sal. Let's get at her. Okay. J Mike, how are you doing tonight?
Listen, I'm on high alert. This lemon and blueberry infused water has me on high alert with the chat right now, because I've got to pay attention to every single chat comment. I am wallowing in ultimate Fournette sadness, as we say in Chuval country, and I'm now questioning, Gabe, why in the world do we root for the Jaguars? Can you give me even one? Can you give me even one good reason why, besides the fact that it's part of what brought us together? What is a good reason for me to continue rooting for someone who actively hurts me?
there isn't one.
Minshew.
Well, I was gonna say, I think the only real the short, if we're doing one word answers here, J Mike, it would be Chuval. right?
Okay.
But another answer is if they're bad, we don't have to focus on them ever being good. And we can just continue to do this and hang out and talk about all the other football players in the NFL. Like, why we got to focus our energy on someone who's just not trying for us, Jay Mike?
But that's the thing right now, Gabe. They teased us a few years ago. They fooled around.
Yeah.
They had Tom Brady up against the ropes, and we thought we were going to be a part of something special. We thought we were going to be a part of something cool, revolutionary. We thought we had next.
You thought wrong.
You know what?
Ain't no way the NFL.
What kind of, you know what, man?
Welcome to my life as an Oklahoma State fan. Okay?
Yeah.
I sympathize. Every year is the year. Till it's not.
It's
not.
The year until 2 weeks into the season, and it's like, well,
not the year anymore. Next year we'll get them.
there's always next year. The season just starts.
And I'll do it. I'll do it till I die. I've been doing it the whole time.
I saw that tweet somewhere today of there's always next year. That definitely has a different meaning this year. It's a different vibe.
This year is never going to end.
Yeah.
Never.
It's just 2020 0000000.
I saw a shirt today. It was the opening lines from like the Friends theme song, and it was like, when it hasn't even been your day, your week, your month, or your year, with the hashtag of 2020 under it. I was like, it's about right.
Mm-hmm.
I flipped my calendar today, and it just said, "Does it even matter anymore?"
Yeah, that too. Hey, look, come on, let's turn this pot around. All right, Jaguars, Oklahoma State. We don't care. We don't care. We want to talk other things, like the people that are here with us tonight. All right. First, we'll start with the gentleman that inspired tonight's episode. What is happening on the screen in front of you is completely from the mind of Minshew, Shuval, Sal, our friend, loyal contributor to patreon.com/the open bar. Sal, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing fantastic now that you guys finally let me be on the show. I've been in the comments section for years, just hoping one day you just pluck me right from there and bring me onto the screen. So everybody out there who's watching the show and commenting in there, you can be just like me one day and be on the show. It can happen.
Don't give up on your dreams, kids.
Exactly.
Dreams do come true.
They can happen to you.
Got the JP from Angels in the Outfield. It could happen.
But I want to say for real though, I am honored to be on the show. This is one of the few live shows I try to watch every week. J Mike, Gabe, you're legit two of my favorite people in the industry. And I just want to say hello to all the loyal chat commenters in the box. I can see Dingus. I can see the engineer. I can see my good friend, Zach Reed, JJ, Trader Joe. They're all in there. This is great. It's going to be a fun time, especially because, one, we're not talking any football or any fantasy football. So it's the perfect podcast.
Exactly. And speaking of that, shout out to you for your podcast that you do. And the intro made by your friend Zach Reed is fire.
It's amazing.
I think it kind of might be my favorite. Like all of his, parodies and whatnot from the Dummies pods are absolutely great, but very few times has he like done an intro for someone. Look, he costs a lot. Okay. Patreon.com /Tacit Assassin 13. But no, that shout out to Zach. And you, I've already had some giggles and fun just looking into that, Sal. So good stuff, my man.
Not only do I have the greatest podcast intro because of Zach, but I also have the best backup podcast intro. If you guys recall the original intro of the podcast.
Do we?
Nope.
Do we?
I've never heard it.
Are we that loyal, Sal?
I would hope. I mean, I'm loyal. I was hoping.
Oh, you thought this was a two-way street with. I'm just kidding. Honestly, the only one I saw was the intro or that I heard was Zach's, and then I saw the baked clip with Denny and Pete too. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm sitting.
The Fantasy Menza crew.
Indeed. J Mike, you were saying?
No, I just wanted to slide this in. It's so funny that he says that because I remember when before obviously you and I were podcasting together, Sal was crushing everything over at 2QBs. Yep. And that was a site that I was legitimately visiting on a daily basis, trying to understand Dynasty and figure out what the heck was going on with my life. Because it was something I wanted to jump into, but I felt like I was scared and couldn't figure things out. With Josh over there, I think was Amico there as well. Anthony Amico was he
part of the original writing crew? Yeah.
Yes. And Josh and you, and I was like, I don't know, I was all about that site. Like I was something that I lived and breathed. And it's so funny that you're like, hey, yeah, we always check you guys out. I'm just like, no, you have no idea. I was obsessed with you all at that time when you all were doing content. So this is a true treat for me.
Well, for the people out there that don't know, the real reason why 2QBs no longer exist is because we did solve J Mike's life. He's better now.
So solving the world one man at a time. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Other guests, some other newcomers, that is. J Mike, this is a fresh show, my guy. Open the fridge. What do you see? Just a bunch of fresh produce, baby. What's up? I don't know where I'm going with that, but Linda, maybe we should, I don't know. Produce draft is where I'm, probably going to get into later at some point. Linda, don't give me that look, please.
I'm just trying to think of what produce I want to be.
Fair enough. Good call. Yeah. Yeah. And trust me, if it's bad, I'm coming after you like you did us about the Gilmore Girls. Okay. So, first of all, good to have you on. Nice to meet you here in this format. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm doing much better than J Mike and his Leonard Fournette wallowing. I'm doing very well over 20 plus leagues. I have 0 Leonard Fournette. So it wasn't really an issue. Although when the news hit yesterday, I shot right out of bed like it affected my life at all. I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Isn't that funny, man? If you're really into this and scrolling through Twitter, like you were saying in the pre-show notes, follow us at the open. I'm just kidding. All right. But like you were saying, just scrolling through Twitter, you get lost eventually. And that's just all of us, I feel at times. And I saw people start like going down this rabbit hole of like making fun of people tweeting about, news. And then and then those people get made fun of. It's like this never ending cycle of like, we are way too into this. So
yeah, replies are insane.
Yeah.
And there's always like people that are like, you're 100% right. Or people are like, you're dumb as a box of rocks. And you're like, well, I'm going to listen to the guy on top of you.
In more ways than one. All right. J Mike, I got you. Next guest here, another newcomer to the show. I was about to say, is it second? But we had to reschedule. But we're happy to have you this time around. Of course, Faith. You are a first lady yourself.
I am.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you guys?
Oh, thank you for asking, man.
No,
J Mike, no one ever asks, man.
Faith, make us look bad right out of the gate.
First ladies are poised and compassionate.
Yeah. It's facts.
Something about Faith.
Mm-hmm. So George Michael and me, let me tell you, I've never heard it before. It's never been done.
Hey, Gabe and J Mike, I have a question for you guys.
Oh God.
Excuse me, I thought I was talking.
Okay, sorry, I don't have a question anymore.
On second thought.
I have many years of experience knowing when not to talk.
But do
I don't have a question anymore.
I'm starting to question everything, honestly.
Faith will make you do that.
All right.
Question everything. Ask your question, Sal.
How you guys doing tonight?
I'm not gonna ask. I'm fucking rebel.
It doesn't count anymore.
Yep.
Now you're just
A for effort? No.
no.
God damn it.
I laugh. I appreciate it.
All right, Faith. So with that, would you like to continue your intro?
Sure.
Okay. What else? What else is there?
We've been doing my friends and I over at Club Fantasy have been doing our Women of Fantasy football shows for the last 3 weeks. Tomorrow's our final one this year.
This
Waff,
year,
baby.
it says,
Waff.
This year. Hashtag WAF.
Open eye emoji.
Open eye.
Oh my. All right. Sorry, I just caught up to that one. I don't know.
Before you were in here, Gabe, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh. There was
Talked
an
about
early hours show.
There was.
Okay.
We
I
talked
had
about
no
why
idea.
I like Beyonce.
You don't like Beyonce?
Not like Beyonce, but I do, however, like early Destiny's Child.
Faith,
Maybe
it was really good to have you a part of the community, but that might be
R.I.P. to Faith's mentions.
Do you have any evidence to back up this horrible take?
I have 0 shares of Beyonce anywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
do you feel that she's peaked? Do you feel like she's aging?
I just don't enjoy her solo music.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It just doesn't look like she ages.
I'm telling you, it's the Illuminati.
Oh.
That's why.
Who is our well, I don't know if we can ask Faith this question, I guess, but who is your Beyonce of maybe we could, because you'd have a different take on it. Who is your Beyonce of the NFL?
My Beyonce. Who do I hate?
I don't know. I don't know how you interpret it. I know how I do, but
I want to hear Gabe's interpretation.
So somebody that is well liked, it's pretty popular, but I personally do not like. Not currently active, but I'm gonna go Eli Manning.
Okay.
Aww.
fair. Okay.
I'm still better about 2008, Linda.
He's just so stinking cute. He looks so, I'm not in like a damn, but in like a,
In like a puppy dog kind of way.
Yeah, I want to put him in my pocket.
I don't want to pinch your cheeks. Oh Lord.
Cutie pie. What do you think, grandmother?
For those listening in podcast form, though, yes, Linda is Eli's grandmother. I feel like we're heading down the Gilmore Girls rabbit hole one way or another.
No matter what.
For those listening in podcast form, obviously, thank you for joining us as well. What you're not able to see, obviously, is this consistent scrolling of comments.
You're doing a good job.
I appreciate that, Sal. Let me ask you this, though. Is it okay if I go back to anything that I've put up previously?
Oh, yeah. More than once if you want.
You're going to fall behind.
Oh, yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
I'm clicking on the comments in spirit, but nothing happens.
Well, I feel like you're spending too much time on each comment, J Mike.
Okay, my bad. I will pick up the pace.
One word answers, J Mike, the equivalent.
How about I pick
quality?
Oh, okay.
If you're doing everyone, you got to go quantity over quality.
I wasn't aware. However, with your Beyonce fan blowing and giving you that superstar look right now, I feel like I have to listen. So I'm going to listen to that. Appreciate your faith. I do want to go back real quick. TK did say, hey, tell Linda kickers are for nerds.
Tell Linda. TK. He's a Dolphins fan and they still suck.
I'm not going to get into it on air, Troy. Not for everybody's ears.
Only for the patrons.
Yeah.
Save that for the Patreon.
Log in afterward. No.
The patrons and Kane sweethearts. That's it. Kev, what up, Kev? The engineer. He said, what up, Sal? True OG.
Kevin, the FF engineer.
Indeed.
You're an OG yourself, my friend.
Indeed. And Zach wanted to know, hey, am I Basically, am I just responding to myself since Gabe does not want to openly acknowledge the chat, but he's definitely acknowledging the chat? Basically, if I type something in the chat as J Mike, am I also typing it back to myself under the open bar account? I'll let you all be the judge.
Well, as Drake once said, myself just told myself I'm the motherfucking man. I don't need no help.
So
right?
And how can you argue with that?
Yeah.
J Mike sees Drake.
Hey, listen, I mean, internationally known. Recently grew a beard and my swag went to 1 billion. Yeah, you know what? I see the parallels here. From Toronto, well traveled. Not from Toronto.
I'm actually here on behalf of Drake.
Views from the skids, J Mike.
Views from the Central Kentucky.
Sorry to interrupt you, Sal. I'm sure your joke was far better. Please say it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's too late. The moment's back.
The delivery. Yeah. All right. What else do we got, J Mike?
Well, I wanted to ask Linda this, and this was going to be to kind of torture to start the pod, kind of how we did 2 Drink a couple weeks ago.
Torture.
Yeah, Linda, I just want to put you in a scenario where you have to choose something that will not make you feel fantastic. So
perfect. I didn't get a warning, but
yes. So hey, Linda, your warning. Hey, girl. So
I'm ready.
Let's say, for the sake of the world, that one of these 2 things are something that you have to give up.
Oh God.
In order for life to continue.
For me or everybody?
For life, for the world to continue.
Okay.
One of these things you have to give up. One of these things you have to give up. You either have to give up your love of Blake Jarwin or your love of Morgan Wallen. You must choose one to give up so that the world can continue, and you can never make mention. You can never speak to them again. You can never speak of them again. They have been removed like the Men in Black little from your memory bank.
What sound did that make?
So it's cheating
I can't do it too loud because it's a legit flash, and I don't want to be rude to a guest like that. So
is it cheating if my kid's favorite musician is Morgan Wallen? Like, is that because she'll be like, let me hear this song. Is that cheating?
I mean, that's something you have to take into account.
Do you want?
Because my kid's not going to be like, do you want to watch Blake Jarwin highlights? You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, and that's something you would have to take into consideration. Do you want to just completely screw over your child and say, well, I guess it sucks for you, but he's never going to be mentioned again? Or do you want to be a selfless parent?
Have you ever, I do everything for that brat. It's my turn. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love her.
We'll see how much you love her with your answer here.
Yeah.
She has other music she likes. It's not.
She's really struggling.
It's not like I can't listen to any more music ever.
Wow.
She's going to go into an emo fit. You know what? Screw this. I'm going to go with Black Parade.
No, yeah, I'm keeping Blake Jarwin.
I knew it.
She's 6, so she'll be okay. She'll recover.
And Linda has a signed Blake Jarwin jersey, so.
Right. And we don't have any, Morgan Wallen's never signed anything, so not for me, not at my house.
She'll be listening to Drake in no time.
Speaking of, I'm going to fast forward, but I'm going to go back, Sal. Bear with me.
May I have permission to ask a question?
Yes.
Y'all have scarred Sal. This is terrible.
I'm going to go on mute for the rest of the
week, so I'm used to interrupting dudes and talking over them. So
I'm going to offend the other guests most likely with this question, but who is Morgan Wallen?
Oh no, I'm not. I don't get offended. But he's a like a country music artist. Mullet, plaid, jeans that the pockets are on the butt like they're supposed to be. So
Yeah.
Has he ever won The Voice?
Good.
no, but he was on The Voice in 2014.
Was he really?
Do you know what happened to the country singer that did win The Voice?
No, I only watch The Voice until they turn their chairs around and fill their team, and then I'm over it.
I have no more questions.
American Idol I like. Or the audition.
All
Sal,
right.
you said you had a question, Sal?
No, I said I have no more questions.
What happened to the country singer that won The
Did you get
Voice?
permission to
Yeah, I was
stop
hoping you
asking
would
questions?
Oh, oh, sorry. I'll do some research and get back to you.
Wasn't that or was that American Idol? Carrie Underwood, was she on The Voice, or was that American Idol?
That was American Idol.
American Idol. Okay.
I don't like
I
American
tried.
Idol as much because they let people that are not good singers try out and then air them on TV for people to laugh at them. And that makes me sad that nobody in their family was like, no. Bad idea.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, that's the best part. But it makes me sad. I don't like to laugh at people.
But sometimes
Listen,
some people
Linda,
just really
mean.
Linda.
Sorry.
Linda.
I would grow tired of that too. I feel you.
Tired of what?
I knew it was gonna happen. So
Yeah.
So it looks like Dave is pretty upset that you chose Blake Jarwin. And to be honest, Sal, just to give you a heads up, I had never heard of Morgan Wallen either
I wasn't even gonna go there.
until Linda hit me with the recommendation for 7 Summers, which is a newer song that he just came out with, and I dug it. It took me back to my Central Kentucky roots there. And I was like, you know what, this is hitting all my feels. So it was funny. Anyway,
How does it go, J Mike?
Yeah, can we play it now?
I like Whiskey Glass.
no, if you don't want me to karaoke, you motherfucker.
I just want to point out that Troy is over here. I never get it right.
Morgan Wallen.
I'm not mean. You're just mild mannered.
It's called 7 Summers.
7
Yeah,
Summers.
it's called 7 Summers.
All right.
By the
Also,
way,
I
I read yesterday. Oh, sorry. I read yesterday that it was the first country song to hit top 10 on like all records since like 1999 Toby Keith song. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
So it's
and he like did an interview where he was like, what the fuck is like, he was so in such shock, and I like it so much.
All right. Let's
Oh boy,
see what we can do here.
it's a great song.
Let's do a lyric breakdown. This is the lyric video.
Are you sure we're not going to get flagged for copywriting here?
Probably.
We didn't
I
write
don't know.
this song.
We need air horns or something.
Or we could just yell.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's dirty.
See?
Uh-huh.
We can't have nice things.
Dave said what I was thinking. So.
Oh, fuck
Ooh, I
me.
like
I'm
that
gonna
hit.
sing on
That hit right
accident.
there.
So he's diving in the nostalgia bag right now.
Man,
No, I get it.
And
I get
nothing
it,
hits
J-Mike.
like nostalgia.
Is this too loud, by the way? I
Southern
have no idea what this sounds like.
I can
It's not very
barely hear
loud.
it, so.
It's not very loud.
Perfect.
Yeah, Faith can't hear it. She's too busy bumping Beyonce. So.
Summers ago.
Damn, you
Hey,
nailed that, my man.
hey, yo. 7 summers ago. 7 summers ago.
Dave.
Take it, Morgan.
Tyler says up next is Cheryl Crow.
This is like ideal podcasting for me. Do you want to hang out and get drunk and listen to the music that you like? Fuck yeah.
Thinking that boy from East Tennessee. I like the
See what's-
na 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 na. I can vibe on
what's
that
crazy?
melody.
What's crazy is like as I was getting into it and listening to it even more, I was like remixing it, putting in Central Kentucky where it said East Tennessee, because I was way too into this.
Yeah. I do remember that day that I did the thing. You know,
Wait a
whatever.
second.
It doesn't even have to be like
Are they in
romantic,
Tennessee?
because I definitely didn't do any cute shit like that.
That looks like a place in Austin, literally.
I mean, that looks like many different rural-ish areas near a creek, a holler, a lake,
Near creek
of some sort.
where you can wash your clothes.
Yes.
It's all great for me. Lines go off on that earlier.
Yes.
A classic.
We both knew better, but we still said forever. And that when 7 summers of Coke and Southern Comfort, were we dumb or just younger? Who knows?
Did you all have a Southern Comfort like fucking phase? Because I had a phase of SoCo.
Never got on that.
Oh my god. I drank it like it was Dr. Pepper. It was not good.
All right.
Why do you drink it like Dr. Pepper? Because Dr. Pepper's good.
I know, but I mean, I didn't mix it. It was just like, I would just buy some SoCo, drink it.
All right.
It was a
That was
problem.
good.
That was when I didn't go to class stuff.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about 7 summers ago. All right.
I'm still not sure who Morgan Whalen is.
Yeah.
Wallen.
That's a good point.
Morgan Wallen.
I think like Waylon Jennings, right?
I did remember a country singer on The Voice who I was thinking of, and it was Jake Worthington.
Never heard of him.
That was recently, wasn't it? Like within the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Well, don't they have like 4 seasons a year? I don't even know how that works.
It just like runs on a loop.
I don't watch singing competition shows anymore because they annoy me.
Oh,
Wow.
I wish I could quit it.
Faith's like, that should be me.
But
No,
Faith, for real. Faith, tell the truth. But legit, you probably sing though, right?
No. I sing in the car.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
All right.
not gonna bust out like karaoke at the bar?
I have never been to a karaoke bar.
Well, me either, but they still have karaoke.
I mean, I sing out loud at random moments.
Come on, Faith, pop the hood.
Actually, I did it earlier, jokingly. I have this thing where people say words and I think of songs.
Hey,
That's perfect.
I like that.
It's a great skill.
All right.
My head.
Hey, look, 7 summers ago. Do we want to talk football? Because why not, right? Want to see what the top 10 picks were in the 2013 rookie draft, according to our one of our websites here.
Absolutely.
Is this going back 7 summers ago? Is that what's happening
7
right
summers
now?
ago, yeah. Come on, you know how we tie it in on the open bar. Let's go. All right. Or we can take guesses. I don't know how deep we are into this. This is probably like the first year I think I played Dynasty, actually. Maybe it was 2014. I can't remember. But anybody have any guesses as to J. Mike, you usually say like so many players had 4,000 passing yards. Name these 5 players, and then we try and guess them. Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
No, I like that. I like that game, but I wanted to provide my own version of the game.
Okay.
So can anyone name any of these rookies from the 2013 rookie draft in the first round? Anybody got any names to throw out there? Some of them are still active.
Not even if you paid me.
Come on.
The only person I remember from that draft is EJ Manuel.
Half of them are still active, actually. Or 6 of them. Huh. EJ Manuel. That was a weird, wasn't that a weird year of like first round?
What was EJ and Gino?
Yeah. That was a bad QB year. Okay. Well, this is going well. Giovanni Bernard. It was the number 1 overall consensus pick. I'm not even going 10-1.
Holy shit.
I'm giving it straight off the top. Fire. All right. And then number 2, none other than Tavon Austin. Still has a job, right? Where is he at? The 49ers? I feel like the 49ers are just trying to pick up wide receivers now.
San Fran. He is in San Francisco. Wow, that's right.
Okay. 3 overall. Y'all missed on this one, man. Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins.
Bro.
Damn.
This is
Bro.
I know. It's funky. Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy. Also still in the NFL, and I've seen him being taken in some best balls, like 18th round. Cordero Patterson.
Wasn't Tyler Eifert drafted in 2013?
Was it? I don't know. He's not on this list that I have right now. I can say that much, but that sounds about right. Justin Hunter. Oof. Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell.
Don't ever say that name in my presence again.
Who? Someone on Twitter called our boy JT Jonathan Taylor the equivalent of Monte Ball, and I was mad about that. And he is the 8th overall here, so okay. Keenan Allen 9th, and then right next door, of course, was Marcus Wheaton.
Of course.
What a draft, man! That is funky.
I mean, that's got some.
7 years ago feels like it was yesterday, and also an eternity ago.
Tyler.
So, like, some of those names, I was like, yeah, that was definitely 7 years ago. And other names, I'm like, what? 7 years? I hate time. Yep. It's a construct.
Told you can't put me in no box all the time.
Nobody puts J-Mike in a box.
Me and time. We leave it.
We leave it.
This makes me think of the movie Seven. What's in the box?
Uh-huh.
I've never seen
Well, it ain't J-Mike.
Oh, J-Mike.
7?
You've seen Money Plane, but you haven't seen 7?
No, he hasn't seen Money Plane either.
I'm just failing left and right. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. No, I've not seen 7. I've not seen Money Plane. Now let me ask real quick before we get too far away from Money Plane, because I want to come back to that.
Yeah, no, I have it queued up. I'm ready.
Can we?
Peter Howard says something.
That is the classic Peter Howard response. Hey, Peter. Good to see you, bud. Can we go back to that top 10? Because it gave us really awesome highs and it gave us like utterly sad lows. One being Eddie Lacy. What up, DG? Good to see you, man. When you said Eddie Lacy in the same breath as DeAndre Hopkins, it's really disgusting. And it didn't sit well with me. And so I just wanted to go back to, because remember, Eddie Lacy he gave us at least one really good fantasy season where like people were excited about him and doing good things for the Packers, right? And
yes,
a singular season. But then also Monte Ball, like looking back at Monte Ball and that comment that you were talking about, Gabe, of someone comparing Jonathan Taylor to Monte Ball, which I found to be interesting, but then also somebody pulling a tweet from earlier that was basically saying Jonathan Taylor was Nick Chubb, not Monte Ball, from the same person. And I'm not even going to get into that. That was just really weird. But it was just strange. It was just strange to see because somebody pulled it and I was like, oh, dang, receipts. Sucks to be you right now.
Yeah.
But Monte Ball was someone who at Wisconsin, he was trucking everything. And so I think, didn't he have some sort of either mental issues or something else going on in life? Or did I make that up?
I do not know the extent of that, but I do know that I was into the talent of Monte Ball, and I certainly missed on that one there.
Can I throw out a trivia question?
Yep.
Yes.
Because I cheated and looked on Wikipedia.
You can. Anybody will answer it.
So there's one notable undrafted receiver from the 2013 class who is going as a top 10 receiver in redraft leagues this year. Can you name the player?
Can you dang it?
Undrafted?
He was undrafted in 2013.
Thielen?
Let's everybody else guess before I say yes.
I love it when I don't have to do the work and somebody else nails it. It's like being on.
Dave, how did you know that right away? Are you on the same Wikipedia page as me? I mean, you can tell everybody you are.
Collusion.
No, I am on our website that J Mike and I have co-ownership of in DLF. Shout out to DLF.
Is that Patreon / the open
right.
bar?
Say
That's
this.
right. Yes.
As weirdly enough, as a fan of the Chronicles of Narnia books and all of those books by C.S. Lewis, it's my childhood all over again. I'm rereading them. In the second book, Lucy, one of the Pevensey children, meets a friend who she calls DLF, short for Dear Little Friend. And every time I read or hear DLF, that's what I think of, is this actor in the movie who is a little person. And so that's legitimately what I think of every time I see it.
Little Lucy.
Off my chest.
How could they not have thought of that when creating the website?
Because they're not as cool as me.
Wow, that was a synchronous drink of Truly from the WAF ladies over here. All right.
Wow.
I can't.
That's rough.
Oh. Excuse me for not enunciating. I just preferred waft, but whatever. Waft.
Waft.
Yeah, it was giving me the dance WAP vibes.
I know. I can't stop thinking about it. I was considering a joke, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let that die.
Yeah, macaroni pot.
Leave it for the Patreon.
We'll leave that on the stove. All right. That'll be in our Patreon. Come to the after hours where you can just listen to me and Sal rip off our jokes that we didn't get an opportunity to say on the pod.
Oh.
I hope you explain them too. I love
explaining the joke.
No.
All of a sudden now, speaking of Narnia, and I had to skip down to this comment. Shout out to Zach here because Peter definitely reminds me of Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
So wait a second, are you telling me that Peter is a backstabbing half goat, half man that would turn over a small child to a witch?
No, I'm saying if you look at Mr. Thomas from the movie and you look at Peter Howard could play the part of Mr. Thomas. It has nothing to do with
that hair brown.
I don't think he'd sell me out to the witch like that. I don't think he'd end up getting turned or frozen or stone, turned to stone, whatever it was. Yeah, I don't think that he'd do us like that. But maybe he would. He's sneaky like that.
That's
Pedro
true.
Howard.
Did you say half man, half goat?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm okay with that.
You guys
The
talking
top
about
half
Tyrod Taylor?
bottom half of a goat. What?
Back to football. So
Tyrod Taylor. Oh Lord. Anywho, there is something else I do want to talk through on an actual football level. If I can, may I ask a football question, Gabe? Is that okay?
Is it about Marcus Wheaton?
It's actually about Lima Swede, but I'll change the question if you want.
Better than lima.
Hey.
Much better than lima beans. Yes. I'm just curious with us being so close to the season, because we're going to fast forward and in a week we're going to be setting lineups. We're going to be letting our, running to the waiver wire, doing all these things. What has you, or basically where do you plan on being for the actual kickoff of the NFL season? Because typically that's a really big deal for me and my friends. It usually is. It's something that where we, even though we can't necessarily be together because we're all over the country now and in different places, what we'll do is we'll still all get together via text message and we'll group chat like the entire first game, all the nonsense that we see, because we all played football together back in college, laugh it up, yup it up, all those good things. How do you all plan on bringing in the Thursday night game of the Texans versus the Chiefs? Because I feel like this really determines whether or not we can continue to be Twitter friends, to be fantasy football community activists, if you will. Because if you don't celebrate opening night, I have to reevaluate how we relationship here. So how do you
on the line?
So are you putting conditions on our friendship then?
Faith, listen, Faith.
Wow.
Faith.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were so shallow, J. Mike. I'm disappointed in you.
If I may, Mrs. Leap of, if I may. I'm simply saying I'm excited football's coming back, and I hope that you all are ready to celebrate in grand fashion.
I don't think you're ready. Sorry.
I thought this question was just for Gabe. I mean, that's how you started it, Jay Mike. Why are you putting this pressure on us?
Gabe's not even paying attention.
He's not even talking.
Let Gabe start. He has the most at stake.
Like,
Yeah, I was literally, when it got to me, I was literally going to ask what the question was. So J Mike's been here before.
Yep.
How do we prepare? How do we prepare for drafts next week?
No, I think the question was, how do you prepare for the end of your friendship?
Yeah.
How do you get ready?
This might be it right here.
Follow-up question. How do you prepare for me taking over as co-host?
It's the end of the world as we know it.
J Mike already left, so that means we're the new co-host.
All right, and we are live. Oh man,
J Mike, come back. I'll answer the question.
On this September 1st,
I have a real answer. There he is.
Right.
He had to get more lemon blueberry water. Hype up your antioxidants, fam.
There you go. My body's telling me, hey.
See, I'm jealous. I just have regular water. I want lemon blueberry infused water.
I know, you bougie, J Mike.
Listen, my wife has been all about these infused waters and putting all this wild stuff in water of late, trying to help our bodies get right, trying to help our skin glow and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, what? You can't just love me for me?
Ooh.
Like, I mean, like we haven't been married to each other for 11 years now. This is how you gonna do me? Like, it's infused water is what we have to keep us going. Yeah. And I said, yes, ma'am. Pour another cup. I'm with it. Let's go.
She's like, I love you.
Pour me another cup. J Mike, she's treating you like Jay-Z did Beyonce initially, and then Jay-Z finally realized, came
and
to
then
his
Beyonce
senses.
made
All right, so just wait. Yeah, then lemonade happened. All right.
If she makes you lemonade, J Mike,
drop that lemonade, J Mike.
J Mike, I know what you're going through. I drank this tea the other day that I don't even know what the ingredient was. I can't even pronounce it.
Uh-oh.
I don't drink any tea unless there's like 4 cups of sugar in a cup.
I don't like sugar.
No, this was actually sugar-free.
Oh man.
Okay.
Was it a kombucha, Sal?
No, it wasn't.
Because we are getting into kombucha at some point tonight,
That
right?
is on the show notes.
That's on the show sheet? Yeah, okay.
Sweet tea is disgusting.
I want to know what
I
J Mike's
am not on the kombucha hype train.
I'm with you, sister.
It's gross.
Faith, I just like for you to say, because it kind of got lost in the shuffle there amongst talking. I want, if your mentions weren't already going to be on fire enough after all of the Beyonce hate and everything else that you've given us this evening, can you please run back your take just now that you had with your Southern heritage? I want people to understand what just happened.
I was born and raised in Florida, to a mother who was also born and raised in Florida, and a father who was born and raised in Connecticut and moved to Florida when he was 25. I hate sweet tea.
Do you like unsweet tea?
I do not like iced tea
right, well,
unless
Wait.
it's the and canned crap. It's the New Englander in me. I don't like iced tea.
It's like saying, do you like Robert Woods?
Lemon trees.
No, I don't. Oh, so you like Cooper Cup? No.
Also not that one. I don't.
To be fair, J Mike, I mean, I thought I was about to go and support her and like maybe save her mentions a bit. And then she said she didn't like unsweet tea. I thought it was just like one or the other type of thing because I am an unsweet tea gang.
Gang.
That's
Do you know
also
that
concerning.
Sweet tea isn't even a thing in Canada?
What?
Because Canada's weird.
I'll put 48 cups of sugar in my sweet tea. I don't give a fuck.
So poutine is totally okay.
Poutine is fire.
Where they're like slathering all the nastiness on the food.
Why are you going to ruin a perfectly good crispy French fry with beef gravy?
You said ruin, which I take offense to. I know earlier I said that I don't get offended, but I was
Kevin
wrong.
Tompkins, I've never loved you more than I do right now, buddy.
Man.
Yeah, listen, I got nothing but love for Kevin. Kevin came on here one time. Gabe, I don't know if you remember the episode, but when Kevin was on, and he was giving his food takes, and we were laughing about it because he was on Twitter and he had mentioned something about several different foods that were rather popular. I think like pizza and some other things. And he was like, "No, I'm not with it." And we were like, "Wait, what?" So Kevin, while Kevin, you know that I love you. You know I'm a fan of yours. I love what you do for Fighting Chance. I love interacting with you. You're one of my favorite people on Twitter.com. I will not be coming to you for my food takes. And sweet tea. No, Kevin, no. But
you know what, Tom? You're right.
I remember reading his like food rankings once on Twitter, and I just kept scrolling. I was like, I can't interact with this dude right now. He put like Mexican food as like that's all I remember. Like he had his rankings, and it was like particular for some things, but then he just said like Mexican food, and I was like, Kevin, what are you doing, bro?
Strobridge is coming in hot over here.
Also, speaking of Mexican food, to answer your 12-minute ago question, J Mike, that's absolutely what I'm doing to open the season. Thursday night, I will order chips and queso and salsa from my favorite Mexican restaurant, and I will get tequila drunk.
Ooh.
And be very, very pleased with the world. And then Friday morning, I'll wake up and hate everything all over again. But Thursday night,
that's where it's at. So that was the question.
I remembered. I just like
There's
everybody.
No questions on this show.
Remember,
Linda,
fair.
Thank you for caring enough about me to bring back.
I forgot to ask how you were, but I answered your question.
I heard you say that you had an answer for a while. I was going to get my lemon blueberry infused water. And
I'm sorry, when does the season start?
Oh my gosh. And log out. This was fun, guys.
Let's get on the all right.
Everyone on the Patreon.
Anyway.
Let's get on the money plane then, huh?
Yeah, on to the Patreon episode. Because we're done with this slander.
Okay, I just want to say, brief pause, while we're talking about Kevin Tompkins and food, Thursday night at 8:30 Eastern, Kevin decided to have this great idea of let's combine a fantasy football draft with Hot Ones, where they're all going to progressive. There's 10 of them. I get to host. I'm so excited to laugh at their pain. They're going to eat progressively spicier, either hot sauces or peppers after every 2 rounds, leading up to like 1,000,000 Scoville. And I am so excited to watch them suffer.
That is not going to go well.
Linda,
It's
can
gonna
I
go really
say
bad.
something that might blow your mind?
I wish that you would.
I'm doing the exact same thing on Saturday. And by Linda, I meant Faith. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at this
The
show.
hot wing thing.
I'm leaving now. Sorry, everybody. This is why no one invites me on their shows.
You're killing it. Don't be like that.
But Faith, I'm sorry. May I have permission to speak again?
Only if you're going to get my name right.
Faith.
What?
Yep. Like waff.
Mrs. Leap Up.
Faith.
Faith.
That was fantastic.
You don't even have to put the FF at the end of that, J Mike. You can just say WAF.
What up, Taylor?
Faith, F-A-I-F-F, Faith.
What is this?
Sam,
What is
are you
this
going to
mean?
answer?
Food rankings. I don't have a microscope handy. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's going to have to clarify.
Yeah.
Can we get Kevin on the show?
Can we get a follow-up?
Food rankings again?
Yeah, come on, Kev.
To remind you why tea is nasty.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, it's going there.
You
We didn't throw it in Boston Harbor because it was good. We didn't throw it in Boston Harbor because it was bad either, but that's not
Right. I was gonna say. I think we're back to the Robert Woods Cooper Cup scenario.
objection. You weren't even there. Lies.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I know J Mike does some karaoke.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't.
Nobody hits that note without doing karaoke.
I don't really karaoke like that. I don't.
But have you karaoke'd? It's a big distinction.
No.
No?
Look, he carries the show, but he doesn't karaoke.
I do sing. I won't lie to you. I do sing. I don't karaoke though.
Why not?
Straight.
All right, well.
I've got this really weird fear of failure that just creeps up from time to time. I've gotten a lot better with it over the years, but like in front of people and laughing and having a good time, like most people are like, yeah, this is great. And I'm like, oh, this is terrifying. So
You know how you fix that?
that's me. I'm a weirdo. I'm
You know
sorry.
how you fix that?
Watch Money Plane.
Yes.
Alcohol.
I just want
Yeah.
to say, J Mike, I don't think that you could fail at anything.
You don't know.
Yeah,
You don't know.
I'm gonna
you don't
come.
know.
We're gonna
I appreciate that, but that's no.
we're gonna come. We're gonna do some tequila shots. We're gonna sing some
What are you
Fleetwood
gonna-
Mac. It's gonna be fine.
What if I told you I don't know any Fleetwood Mac?
You know Fleetwood Mac.
I would tell you to tell me who the fuck we're gonna sing, and I would say, okay,
7 Summers,
fine.
loaded up.
yeah, fucking
Whiskey
Morgan Whaler.
Gordon Whaler. We'll sing some whiskey glasses while we're at it, because I'm sure there will be alcohol involved.
I've only
No,
karaokeed once in my entire life, and I'll never do it again because I did Biz Markie's Just a Friend, and I learned that is not a karaoke song.
Oh, baby.
It's amazing how fast you learn. Like, oh no, this is way out of my league.
Because the chorus, that's the thing. The chorus is so inviting. The chorus is like, oh, I can do this all night.
I
This
can do
is
that.
great. And then you're like, no, like Biz Marquis
Nope.
actually rapping like rapping for Biz Marquis.
Yeah, rapping. You don't have to just do the oh baby. You.
I just wanted to say oh baby 15 times. Why
Yeah.
you gotta actually say
Got what I need.
When I say here, just a friend.
Hey.
okay? Gave it to them.
I
FF
know.
Tiny.
This was my fault. It was actually a great reference, but you'd have to sign up for the Patreon to understand this one. Sorry,
Yep.
everyone. Actually, I'll give it. I'll
Hit us up with that link.
I'll take this opportunity to promote our only merch for the show, for the open bar. Is these really cool stickers. These really cool stickers, they say ish on them because that's what we do here, right? And then if you weirdly give me your personal address in a Google form, I will send you one or both for $5, and I'll even give you a tiny handwritten note with tiny handwriting. That's me, FF Tiny Handwriting.
I'm gonna message you when we get off here and get me some stickers. I fuck so heavy with stickers. I'm like a 4-year-old.
Yes.
I'll put them on
Laptop.
anything.
J Mike, are you ready?
Refrigerator.
I'm
J
ready
Mike,
to
we're gonna play a game right now, okay? It's all on you.
Oh god.
Whoever types Alex Smith into the comments and J Mike picks that comment to be highlighted on the screen, I will buy them a sticker.
All right, who's first? Who's first? Who's it going to be?
Okay. What if everyone has enough pride to not do that? That'd be horrible.
Nobody has that much pride. Free stuff is free stuff.
True.
Yeah, for real.
Hey.
Up first one.
Dave
S.
Dave's the best.
Which do I know this Dave? Which
That's,
Dave are we?
I think
Dave from
at
Canada.
Toronto Fantasy Football. Yeah.
I
What up,
don't
Dave?
think it is, though,
What's up,
because
Dave?
I feel like he was in the chat early.
Now he's on.
This is another Dave.
Yeah, I think like you said, he was in
I think
Periscope,
he did both.
and then he switched the game because he came with the same comment
Oh,
in
that's right.
YouTube.
He knows you guys need those link clicks from all the platforms. Like he's supported in the open bar.
Good looks, Dave.
Got it.
Good.
He just
looks.
likes to purposely mispronounce my Twitter. app.
So now,
And the
J Mike,
lion.
you have to explain.
Lindelian.
J Mike, you have to explain to everybody else who typed Alex Smith why you hate them for not picking them.
Because they were slow and weren't first. Duh.
Well, I never said
So
first.
why
I
are
said
you-
best.
Why do you keep putting me in these predicaments this evening? I'm so scared for my life.
Yeah, the first
You have to-
one.
this is-
highlight. So,
This is 13 years of takes from not being on this show, all pent up. You have to remember that.
Can I just tell you
Fair.
that chorus is in my head now?
Was that?
Yes, you
Oh,
may.
baby, you got what I need.
What I love
Sal-
right now is Faith's mouth moving with Dave's voice.
Yeah, that was kind of dope.
It was so in sync. Well done.
Remix.
Nope,
Yeah,
this way.
don't allow me to get in the way of a good time.
I'll just smack you in the head.
Oh, wrong way. Oh, dang.
Lauren and I have been hosting WA for the last 3 weeks on StreamYard, and to this day, we still can't figure out that we got to go the opposite direction for whatever we wanted to.
Yeah, I'll never get that either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try. Every time I see somebody do it, I'm like, fuck, that's impressive.
Thankfully, down is down and up is up. That's the easy part.
I'm just gonna point right at the camera when I agree.
Lauren just does this now.
That's the one.
Listen here, bucko.
Oh, if I call you Bucko, it's fucking on. Like that's
Bye, Peter.
Sal,
Fast forward.
Yes.
you asked or earlier when you sent this show sheet and we were gonna watch Money Plane for
Which
the
we're still
podcast.
doing?
Yeah, it's
We are.
coming up. But you had posted
Oh, no.
your favorite Alex Smith memory.
Top 10 Alex Smith moments. That was a question for everybody to answer.
So I'm going to tell you that mine was when I went with my daughter's father. We went to Arrowhead Stadium, Broncos versus Chiefs. It was 2013, I think. And I watched
Wait,
Peyton
you're telling
Manning.
us this is 7 falls ago?
No.
Stop it.
Just saying. Anyway,
I'm so happy. Anyway, I was pregnant, so I couldn't drink, and that part was not fun. And I went with a fuckload of Chiefs fans, and I walked my pregnant fat ass all the way to the very top seating, and I watched Peyton Manning come back against Alex Smith and the 2013 Chiefs, and that was my favorite Alex Smith moment.
See, like,
How pregnant were you?
Well, I pipe her in May, so it was November. I wasn't super pregnant, but enough to feel like asshole and not be able to drink.
I didn't
Feel
have to cry.
not feel like ass. Feel like asshole.
Yeah.
Not an asshole, but feel like asshole.
Yeah.
I think
like-
distinction is important.
It is
Yes.
key. Specificity is key.
Uh-huh.
Sal, what were you about to say?
That
That was a good memory, Sal.
It just became the best podcast I've ever been on because we're in the presence of greatness. Linda legitimately saw Alex Smith live in person. I have never talked to such a human being before.
But the better part about it is that her favorite memory of seeing Alex Smith live in person was seeing him lose.
I mean, that's okay.
You don't know
'cause
what it's like to
you
ride
tried.
home on a
You
bus
tried.
that's painted red and yellow. There's arrowheads all over it. I'm talking about these people were Chiefs fans, and I'm sitting there in my fucking blue and orange on the way to the game, like, this is going to be fun. And they were ahead the entire first half. And I was like, this is not fun. And it's really not going to be fun on the way home. And we ended up coming back and winning. You want to talk about a loud ass bitch? I was so loud on the way home.
I've had that pleasure, but with hockey games, I'm a Bruins fan. And so the Tampa Bay Lightning has been pretty legit the last couple of years. And in 2011, when the Bruins won the Stanley Cup, and last year, I was able to go to Bruins playoffs games. In 2011, the game I went to, they actually won. And there's no greater feeling than being a fan of the visiting team when your team wins. Because you see that obnoxious pain in the butt. Whereas if you lose, everybody's giving you crap the whole entire way out. But if you win, you're like, yeah, suck it.
It's even better when you're pregnant. You can go, you can't be mean to me because I'm pregnant.
Fair.
Use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
So some fun facts about that 2013 season. Alex Smith scored over 20 fantasy points in each of those games. So in one way, he was a winner, and he was
in
the
our
QB.
way.
Yes, I'll give you that one. He was the QB 7 in week 11, and he was the QB 5 in week 13. So who's the loser now? Everybody who didn't start Alex Smith in fantasy those 2 weeks.
Yep.
In all fairness, Alex Smith's story is absolutely sensational. I mean, how can you not root for him, especially now that he's not a Chief? But it's just like, it was insane to watch, and continues to be insane to watch.
Indeed.
Can we start calling him Alex Smiths?
Smiths.
Instead of Smiths or Smithses, can we just go with SMIFFS, Alex Smiths?
Yep. Like
that's not how it's pronounced.
Like Wafts.
Wafts Smith.
Now, Sal, you being the Alex Smith stan, is that too much disrespect if we alter his name in such a way, or is that someone honoring him?
I mean, if you can pull it off, I still have a hard time saying Smith.
If you can pull it off.
Me too. Oh,
I have that struggle with Russell Westbrook. It's always Russell Westbrook. Russell
Westbrook. Welcome to my show.
It's a problem. I try really hard to enunciate, but it almost always comes out Russell.
Speaking of our quick NBA bubble mention.
Of course.
Hey, Game 7, Houston, OKC. Hey,
I don't
Is
care.
that on right now?
Tomorrow.
Or no, isn't it? We got Jazz and
Tonight
Nuggets on
was
right now.
Jazz and Nuggets. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like they're better pull that game up. Start watching that. Pause, guys. We're gonna go into intermission. If you wanna hang out with us during intermission, Patreon.com / open bar intermissions. We're here.
Dang it.
We should watch the
Money Plane.
Yeah, we should watch the trailer. I want to watch the trailer as a family.
Absolutely.
Here.
I didn't watch it today, so
For money. Wait, before you, or I guess as you cue that up, Gabe.
Okay.
I feel like this
it's
is
been
the
queued
perfect
the entire episode.
Same. I've been waiting for this moment.
I've actually had to refresh it twice, so it has a timeout now. So Sal, and Big B, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you. FusionFFB.com.
Fusion, the answer is 16.
It's an over under question. Over under 60. Oh man. Okay.
I was gonna ask you a trivia question because I'm about Alex Smith, because you were talking about the QB. What was he those 2 weeks?
QB7 and QB5.
QB7 and QB5. So, and maybe this is not even that fun of a question, but because the answer could possibly.
So Gabe, run this question through in your mind silently before you ask it out loud.
No, I never think that way.
Why would I want to do that?
How many overall QB1 weeks has Alex Smith had in his career?
3.
I figured you'd just know.
15.
Whoa. Can we figure that out somehow, J Mike? Do we have a research person yet? We have a EP, we've got the hype man. By the way, Troy, excuse you, dude. We hired you and then you did it for your show. Whoop-de-doo, okay? But it turns out there's other shows, Troy. So if you're still watching, shame.
It's because he's mild-mannered. I don't know why you would hire a mild-mannered hype man. She's like, yo, go watch Open. It's
okay. All right. So Gabe.
Yeah.
Gabe.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Gabe.
So
Gabe.
I can tell you.
What's the question?
I can tell you the number of top 12 weekly finishes Alex Smith had from 2013 to 2017 because that's the only time I played fantasy football, and I stopped looking at stats after that.
Perfect.
So
that's what I was wondering.
Are you guys ready? Do you want the number?
Yes.
Bring it.
32.
32 QB1 weeks.
Yep.
Out of possibly 60, or excuse me, what is that math? Come on.
You tell us, math
I don't
teacher.
know, man. Yeah. 80.
You're a math teacher?
I was for some reason I was thinking of like a 12-week season, probably because I think that will happen this year. But out of 80 games,
It's 32.
that's pretty good. It's pretty
Are you
good,
a
man.
math teacher, Gabe?
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes. So money plane.
Let's do it.
So not
right.
to change the subject or anything.
No, never. All right. I got to make sure my Hulu live TV sound is off. What's up?
I'm sorry, one more time. I just want to, I need to get the parameters of how I move forward at this point. So I've successfully, Sal, shown every single comment from the chat, except for a few that we flagged as wildly inappropriate and told that guy to get the heck up out of here.
Told him to F off.
Yeah, he told him, yeah, boy, bye. We got one more comment. Do I just leave that comment there until a new comment arrives, or does the comment have to come down because we've reached the end and that signals to people, hey, we need a new bat signal, get your comment in?
Do we switch to the ticker?
Ooh, I don't know. Sal's running the show.
I can go for some ticker action, or just leave any of the Alex Smith comments up.
Okay.
Oh.
But to answer, that's a very good question from Everywhere 2016 with the very cute dog avatar. I think the answer is a simple yes, right? You guys have noticed it.
Yes, it's happened to me.
Yeah.
So yes.
I, on the other hand, went from 2 leagues last year to 17.
Yeah, you all in. You are legitimately taking a leap of faith. That is strong.
There's kind of almost like fortuitous that I chose that Twitter handle.
I mean, foresight.
Oh
Not
my
just
goodness.
a hat rack, my friend.
I have breaking news.
Just a hat rack. I've seen you on many live pods, and you've worn 0 hats. So now I'm thinking that you're just false advertising as a hat rack in general.
Is that like the metaphor wearing hats or like literal hats?
First of all, I wouldn't wear a literal hat on a pod.
Of any kind?
Like, hide my face.
Okay, fair enough. You
Dude,
know what
there's
I had
no
to
hat
Look
they
at
haven't.
this butte right here. Why would you put this under a hat?
Listen,
my thoughts exactly.
All I'm saying is
about the
laughter
brand,
sparkles
baby.
like sunshine. That's all I know. So
Dang right, yo.
We have breaking news on the open bar ticker. This is a legitimate breaking news. I'm not even kidding. What, you think this show's just a joke? This is breaking news. We can't take this seriously. Come on. I got it right here on the Sleeper app. It does say minor news, so it doesn't exactly like.
Hey, it's still breaking.
Might not mean a lot, but
it's major to us.
Exactly. So there's that. Okay, Money Plane. Let's give that a shot here with Money Plane. We're gonna break this down.
Right,
And...
Gabe, while you do that, I just want to talk to Everywhere 2016 again. Because it's because I actually have an answer. I don't usually have answers to questions, so this is rare. But there was a tweet from Chris Towers over at CBS where he showed the Google trends of just the term fantasy football and the steep decline from the organic Google search in July of last year compared to this year. So if you want to look that up, you can find him on Twitter at Chris Towers.
Okay.
I think that'll just make me sad.
Hey! Dave's back on Periscope.
Yeah, he is. We see you, Dave.
All right. Money Plane. This is what we've been waiting for, right? This whole pod.
It's the only reason I'm here.
We're an hour and 16 minutes late.
Yeah, I know. We could have been at the credits at this point, but we've been wasting our time on what? J Mike? Ish. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Money Plane. This is trailer number 1. We could watch a couple of trailers probably.
We could also just I purchased the movie. It's on my computer. If you guys want me to share my screen, we can just watch the whole thing.
All right, let's go trailer and then opening scene before they do the credits of it. All right. Well, I don't know how we'll be able to share your screen, but
yeah.
Ooh. Oh, Kelsey Grammer's in it.
Fresh cream.
Edge? What?
Gambling man, always a gambling man.
Let's go!
You bet everything you have. Toss up a coin. One side, you, your family, live the life they always dreamed of. On the other side,
Who's that?
you lose.
That's Edge. What do you mean who's that?
No, the
I owed a
woman.
lot of money to some
Denise Richards.
Oh my god.
Now you're gonna have to repay me that.
I can't hear.
Can we just get to the job?
Ooh.
It's a legend in the underworld. To those that know, it's the Money Plane. A bulletproof casino in the sky, untouchable by any government agency. Whatever you want to wager on, the Money Plane has you covered.
Russian roulette.
Word is they carry up to $1 billion on board in crypto and millions in cash.
How do they
that was
carry that
crazy.
on the plane? How do they carry digital currency?
On the server. Duh.
It's insane.
That's Matthew. Look.
Be a good time.
That was
Without
Andrew.
further ado, sit back, relax.
But all 3 of them are in the movie. There's
Oh, there's
Joey.
Joey right there. But no. You're good.
Oh,
Control the cockpit.
That sounded crunchy.
Oh.
Next.
Death by drone.
I mean, we are really appealing to our podcast only crew right now.
Yeah.
Well, Dave wants to see
Yeah,
this.
they're enjoying that.
I do.
Right up his alley.
I do.
Oh. Oh.
My money!
Fraser with a gun.
Woman, where is my super suit? Sorry.
All right. How on earth could that movie be bad though?
Yeah, exactly. It has
All right,
all
I think it
3.
is, according to
It has-
Sal.
It has all 3 Lawrence brothers. It was written and directed by Andrew Lawrence. How would you not want to watch that movie?
It was written and directed by the baby Lawrence. Interesting.
And Kelsey Grammer's name. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for this?
Let's get it.
Hit
The
me.
Rumble.
The Rumble. Like that's the name in the movie.
That's his name. That's his nickname.
Oh, the Rumble.
Who is, which
calls
which
himself-
character is that?
Kelsey Grammer calls
Kelsey
himself the
Grammer
Rumble.
is the Rumble.
The Rumble.
In the movie?
In the movie.
So
He
weird.
calls himself that, or it's a nickname, because that's
He
two
calls-
different things.
He made it his nickname.
He said, "This is what you're gonna call me."
His real name in the movie, Darius Emmanuel Grouch the Third.
That is not a white boy name.
There's an
Darius
85%
Emmanuel
chance I don't
Grouch.
watch that
And
movie.
And he goes better
You can
known.
just call me Rumble.
He goes better known as the Rumble.
Yo,
100% chance he named himself. Like nobody was like, "You're the Rumble." He was like, "This is what I'm gonna be."
Yeah, that was like Kevin Durant trying to say that he didn't like Slim Reaper as a nickname. He didn't like several other really cool nicknames people gave him. He was like, "No, I want to be called the Servant. I want that to be my nickname." We ain't calling
First
you
of
the
all,
Servant,
what a
dude.
god awful fucking nickname.
I know, like it's the most. What's the word I'm looking for? Selfish, selfless nickname.
Just call me the
Servant
Servant.
is bad. I don't think you get to give yourself a nickname though.
Servant. It's like
Servant.
if you gotta tell people you're cool, you ain't cool.
Is there
I tell everyone that needs to know.
is there is there a
But they
draft?
already
Is there a
know.
draft somewhere in here? Could we
I think
possibly
there is.
do that? Like your nickname that you're
Yes.
giving yourself?
Yes. That's how we close. That's money, Gabe. That's so money. That's so money plain.
Oh, J Mike's
That lemon blueberry water is really good.
Come
to J
on.
Mike.
I know.
Yeah, right?
J Mike, you are glowing. You are
That is-
glowing.
Look at me now. Hey,
Uh-huh.
I'm
Check the
getting-
skids. Huh?
Baby.
What's good? Skits so big. J Mike. All right. Again, J Mike and I just talk to each other, and then everyone else watches. All right. So can we handle that? I know that's like super vague and possibly difficult, as Faith kind of just said. Like, how do you come up with a selfish, selfless name for yourself? That's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. You can even take someone's name if that, if you think you deserve that nickname more than the person who
Is this like
it was given to. I don't know.
Elephant Christmas? If I don't like what I got,
Yeah.
steal
You steal it. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
That's funny. I do like that.
Our drafts to a new level, Gabe. If that,
I
if that
know.
works.
I know. I'm not sure if I'm ready. It's like, oh no. Are we evolving? All right. J Mark, are you still catching up with all these little comments here?
Yeah, I got behind. Behind because the
He's
money plane.
enthralled by the money plane.
The money plane took over,
Yeah.
and I wasn't ready to bounce back from meeting the Rumble there. So I'm trying to get it back.
not ready for the Rumble.
The trailer didn't make it look that bad. Usually, I don't know. Usually I can spot those pretty easily. That looked great. I'm ready.
Kelsey
Great
Grammer.
to stretch.
I just have a problem with Matthew Lawrence's haircut. No, Joey's haircut. One of them.
One of them boys.
There's 2 T's in Seattle, Spaceman.
Dang. She's gonna call out your grammar. All right. Your Kelsey grammar. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Dang.
I
Maybe
like
that.
it.
Maybe that was the joke.
That's how we
I
end
like
the show.
Calling
night,
out
Seattle.
more
Good
grammar.
night, Seattle.
Seattle.
See,
You know what?
so
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
talk to me nice. Talk to me
Mm.
nice.
Da-da-da-da-dun-dun.
Come on. And I would love to see also in the chat, whether you're Periscope or YouTube, and even if you're in podcast form, if you're listening to this at any point in the next now or whenever, just randomly, without even explanation, just randomly tag the Open Bar Pod, tag FF Man Bun, tag J Mike Check, tag all of our guests as well if you like, and just after you tag us, just put your nickname that you give yourself in this draft. It doesn't have to, you don't have to explain it. You don't have to put any words around it. We know if you put all of us in a tweet together, we know that it's your nickname. I would love to see that. And obviously, we want to see him in the chat too. But I definitely want to see him randomly on the timeline in like 2 weeks. And I'm like, what are they even talking? Oh yeah, the servant. I see you.
Oh,
So who's got the one-on-one, Gabe?
I think it's Sal because he brought on the money plane and the rumble. And who knows if that's actually Kelsey Grammer's nickname in the movie, or maybe it's Sal's. So, Sal, you have the 101. Are we saying goodbye to J Mike? Is that what you're trying to get me to do? Or are we just having a draft right now? What do you want? What do you want to do, J Mike?
I think it's probably about that time as well, sadly.
Yeah,
yes.
we're close. We're close.
And
Okay.
now it's time to say goodbye.
Oh, that's true, because Faith wanted to okay, sure.
Faith keep working these 50-hour days. So
I know. She does.
She got to rest.
Yeah.
I got
stay grinding.
a time turner. Just call me Hermione Granger.
Excuse us, Mrs. Tumnus, or whatever.
Or whatever.
All
right.
That's Mrs. Leap of to you.
Leap of, not leap of.
It's leap of, not leap of.
Leap of faith. Of faith.
Waff, waff, waff. J Mike, quit trying to waft, man.
Make you waff. Make you
stop it, dude. J Mike.
That was uncalled for.
The blueberry, dude.
If Linda's calling something uncalled for, you know it was uncalled for.
It doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. Let's save it for the Patreon.
Blame it on the blueberry infusion. Blame it on the blueberry infusion.
Yeah.
The infusion has got him infused.
We see you, Chef. I'm sorry,
All
Sal.
right.
101. My apologies.
Yep, Sal. So you have the floor to give yourself a nickname, preferably horrible. You also have the floor to share whatever you would like to share. Are we comparing this to a player? This is kind of hard to do. We'll just do nicknames. And since we haven't talked football except for 7 summers ago. So just the nickname, Sal. Just a nickname given to yourself, and then say what you need to say about your actual self or your nickname self.
Well, my nickname's easy because it's actually on the screen already. Sal Pal. I gave that one to myself. So
Is that kind of like Gal Pal?
Yes, exactly. That was my thinking when I gave it to myself. I gave it to myself because I want to be everybody's friend. So that's the selfish reason for that be my nickname. And the selfless reason is that I gave up my blue check mark on Twitter to change it to that Twitter handle. So there we go.
Oh.
Damn. Now we're all going to look like assholes after this, Sal.
And since it's such an awesome nickname, if you can use it at 4for4.com /plans to get 10% off a subscription.
There we go. Sal, I'm sorry it took so long to get you here.
13 goddamn years.
I know, but we do appreciate the donation to the Patreon. Won't say that's part of the reason that you're here, but
it's not part, it's the entire reason.
The only reason.
Basically. Gabe didn't say
I wonder if anyone ever Googles the page for us on Patreon.
I'm on the page right now, patreon.com /theopenbar.
How's it look?
There's so much content on here. It's insane. These after hours podcasts, I can't believe people haven't signed up for this $3 a month plan. It's ridiculous. Come on, people. They need to pay for these stickers. They ain't cheap to produce.
These Wubba Lubba Chub Chub t-shirts, man. Come on, y'all.
I was on
Girls Clout Cookies.
It costs $12 American to ship one of those stickers to me.
I know. I have a couple of Canadian friends to send them to. I'm already. They said I'd use 3 stamps. I'm like, jeez.
3.
That's it. Now let's you, son.
He said $12.
That's $47 Canadian. I can't even go and buy myself a hot chicken sandwich tomorrow because I got to get a sticker.
I don't want to hear about it because you guys have ketchup chips.
I'll mail you all the ketchup chips you want.
Okay.
Just send me these stickers.
Ketchup chips.
Send me
I have a
stickers.
child to send through college next year.
Make sure those stickers are stamps so that you can actually send those ketchup chips.
No, Dave, the sticker's yours. Gabe will pay the shipping.
That's true.
Wait, so Dave, the Toronto in your handle didn't imply you were Canadian? Because where have I been?
It didn't. He's not Canadian. He's just a fan of Toronto.
He could be a Raptors fan.
If Dave's Periscope picture just started talking once you asked that question. When are they going to implement that in the live stream?
I know, yeah.
Jay might get on this.
Only at the open bar.
Just say one word and use one word every time you speak. Views.
You need to use that Patreon money on something.
All right. Let's keep the draft going, I guess. I've just been milking the clock for you ladies to come up with a nickname for yourself. So on to the next. The 102 is for you, Linda. Thank you for coming on. You have the floor to provide the nickname you've given to yourself that is both selfish and selfless, and then the floor to share whatever you need to share to the people.
Well, this is a open bar exclusive, but Linda is the nickname I have given myself, and you guys aren't. I'm not gonna say my real name right now, but I changed it on Twitter as a joke in with like home friends, and it kind of took off, and so now I've committed. But that's got to be my 101 nickname because I'm here now. And that's what everybody calls me. But in terms of just taking the floor and promoting my own shit, I'm writing for Fantasy's Sake on Twitter. And then the guys over at Sons of Dynasty, and then Mitch and John from Dynasty Theory and Troy King from Your Timelines and I are starting a podcast. It airs next Wednesday, the 9th. So that's where I'm at.
FF
Confidential. I cannot believe
Fantasy Football Confidential. Thank you for covering my ass on that.
Speaking of that, we've pretty much had the entire FF Confidential on here, right? I clicked on that in quotes, Linda.
Since that isn't your real name.
I feel very alive too right now. Also.
I love it though. I love it.
But cool. I saw the GoFundMe and her Blake Jarwin jersey.
Yeah, I put it on everything now.
I'm like,
I've committed. Okay. My mom joined Twitter. She was like, what am I going to do? There's no way I get it right all the time. But if you scroll replies and shit, you'll see my real name pop up.
Okay.
It's not that hidden. I just like to hide it because it makes me feel powerful.
I feel betrayed right now.
I just want to go back to the part where she's put the sneak this in on Troy. He said Troy from Your Timeline.
Yeah, everyone knows who Troy King is, bro. He's everywhere. Hashtag timeline Troy.
Yep.
Hashtag timeline Troy.
It's a good time to mention that at T-King Mode is one of the most positive people on Twitter.
Absolutely. Love him to pieces.
Yes, yeah. All jokes to Troy from previous mentions. Sorry, kind of. All right, so
he's mild-mannered.
Linda's not Linda. What was that? What were you? What was I just getting at too? I wanted to say something. What were we just talking about? Where
everybody from Fantasy Football Confidential you've had on?
Yeah, right. So we need one more, I believe. J Mike. So
we need Mitch.
I'm gonna go over your head, or you can go over my head, and we will make that happen.
You know what? You've been
I'm gonna
doing a
tell
great
him.
job lately. Just doing your thing, bud. So keep it going, bucko.
Wow.
Bucko.
I don't know if anyone noticed tonight, but we do not have a 6-pack. We are missing one, J Mike.
Who drank it?
Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Who done drank it? Who done drunk it? All right. The one. Okay, so the 101 and 102 were like fire. Don't want to do this draft anymore, J Mike, because this was incredible. But the 103 is going to Faith. That's leap of, not leap of. All right. So good to have you on. The floor is yours to give yourself a nickname that is selfless and selfish, and the floor for sharing, your things that you do on this website.
I know I talk a big game, but coming up with my own nickname is just, I don't know how to do that.
Can I suggest one?
I don't know if I want that either.
Linda.
It seems to work for me.
Takeover.
I'm going to steal J Mike because that's more fun.
Wow.
Damn, J Mike.
Hey, I was told if I liked one, I could steal it. So don't give me parameters and then go back on them. I will call you out. As far as me, myself, and what's going on, our last Women of Fantasy Football show is tomorrow. You can check us out on @ClubFantasyFFL. We'll be on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever you want to check that out. Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Oh, that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern is the Coming in Hot Draft, where some of your favorite analysts like Fantasy Stoner, Rosaline Michaels, Kevin Tompkins from our chat, Scott Simpson, a bunch of other people are going to draft a fantasy football team and eat some progressively spicier foods and have a miserable time while I enjoy all of it while hosting. And then I actually have an announcement that I'm making on tomorrow's Women of Fantasy Football show about a project that I am doing, but I can't tell you now. So you'll have to check that out tomorrow.
Linda literally just told the entire world that her name is not that.
The whole world that's watching. Every single one of them.
Linda.
I'm being sincere.
I'm being sincere. My name's really not Linda.
I've never lied to you, but my name's not Linda.
Leap of Linda. That kind of works. The alliteration. I mean, you could have taken it.
I love an alliteration. You're right.
LOL.
Come on now. All right, J Mike.
Because people laugh at me. Is that what you're saying, Gabe?
They laugh with 2 F's.
I'm being sincere.
They laugh at you.
All right. Nice callback.
I think at 104, I would just have to be. I like, since J Mike was stolen from me before I could even draft, so I thought that it was the case.
Sniped.
So even if we were playing by White Elephant rules, like, you have to open the gift first before you can steal it from somebody else. Like, I didn't get a chance to open my gift.
Listen,
but it's cool.
I play by my own rules.
You know what, Faith? And I ain't even mad at you. I'm not even mad, Mrs. Leapuff. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I'm going to go with I don't know.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
Blueberry infused.
There you have it. It's your boy.
Infused with 2 F's.
Yes.
It's your boy Blueberry infused.
Capital S, exactly.
AKA FF Waff. And that's what I'm gonna ride with.
What you said? FF Waff would be Fwaff.
Fwaff. Blueberry infused.
Fantasy football, Women of Fantasy Football.
In case you weren't aware about the fantasy football.
Deep breaths, baby. Yeah.
So much GIF that I'm gonna take from that, J Mike.
Wait a second. Did you just call it GIF?
Look, we're not gonna go there.
Here we go.
Next podcast.
Yeah, Gilmore Girls, Money Plane,
And GIF.
GIF versus GIF. We got it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll get Money Plane on the
We'll
watch list.
on the watch list. We're gonna reassemble the same crew and we'll run it back. I'm sorry, Gabe. I was supposed to give my outro as well. To everyone in the chat, bless you. Thank you so much for kicking it with us. Just like Sal said earlier, hey, similar to the guys from Step Brothers, hey, investors, could be you. Could be you. Patreon.com/ I'm just kidding, y'all. If y'all go to patreon.com/bar, there's not going to be anything there. We don't have a Patreon page. That's not real.
Sal signed up for it.
I feel lied to. I feel betrayed.
If you thought Linda was bad, wait till you visit patreon.com/theopenbar.
I was bad.
That Waffle House.
I tried to be really well behaved.
Waffle House. FF. Yeah.
Oh my God! Someone did do it. Who did it? Who made it? Someone really made that. Was it you, Sal?
Made what?
It's literally there.
I told you guys that it exists.
But I thought it was like the chat, but it's actually like the chat. Oh my God! It says joined August 2019. J Mike.
No way.
Did I make it?
No way. Are you kidding?
Man bun.
You made a Patreon page?
I don't know.
A year
I have
ago?
no idea.
And we never knew that you
year ago. Okay, that was pre-COVID. That was like 3 years ago.
Wow. I don't even know you.
Wow.
This is my Linda not being Linda moment.
I know I'm not Linda, but I'm not Linda.
It's kind of like an episode of Jerry Springer. We've been finding out all kinds of things that we didn't know.
Just spill the tea. Okay. I'm on Twitter. I mean, dang. I'm on Twitter at JMikeCheck. JMIC Check. You can find the show's handle at the Open Bar Pod. Obviously, if you're listening to this in podcast form, we appreciate you checking us out, spending some time with us. If you're in the chat, thank you so much for being with us live Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern-ish. Whether you're Toronto on Periscope and you're checking us out there, or if you're just Dave on YouTube, we see you. Wherever you watch us, we see you, and we appreciate you. You can spend this time with anybody else in the world, but you're spending it with us. We're grateful for it. And thank you to our guests. I cannot thank you enough. I've laughed way too much tonight, and I am so grateful that we did not talk very much football. Like, y'all have no idea how well that did my heart. that we could have a good time and do that. Faith, Linda, not Linda. Just grateful that we can laugh it up in our giant group chat with the nonsense and whatnot. I've been less active in there of late, but I see y'all. I see y'all acting up, and I'm not even mad at it. I'm not going to ground anybody, nothing like that. Sal, I mentioned it earlier, and I meant it. That there are, in terms of people forming my podcasting style, or like forming my foundation for dynasty fantasy football and strategies and things of that nature. Like I said, Kevin is the reason. Kevin, the FF engineer, is basically the reason that I even podcast in the first place. Gave me the confidence to be able to do it. And literally the first resource that I ran to the way back when was 2 QBs. And I've never had the opportunity, or never taken the opportunity, to thank you for your work. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for being someone who promotes positivity and encourages folks constantly. And been someone who I can constantly look to as an example of how to operate in public space, to be able to carry yourself with dignity, and encourage folks consistently. So from the bottom of my heart, because I haven't done this previously, thank you. I'm grateful for you, and I appreciate you. Truly. And kicking it over finally, last but not least, I'm sorry, the show's handles at the Open Bar Pod on Twitter. And obviously there's a Patreon page. You can find it somewhere.
Obviously.
It's probably a year old by now, but hey, who's counting? It's 2020. Hey, on Twitter at FFManBun. Oh, I'm sorry, Sal. Hand up.
At the cash bar.
Can I have a second outro?
Gabe, will you allow that?
one.
100%.
And you want a second one?
I just want to say I appreciate everything you said. That means a lot to me. And two, there's two things I want to plug before I leave. Patreon.com/theopenbar and subscribe to J Mike's Journal on podcast everywhere.
I agree.
I think it's going to be like another 13 years until I get invited back to the show. So I need to put that out there.
Fair.
Shoot your shot,
Yeah.
Also, I live in the West Coast, so I can go for another 3 hours.
my man.
Well, is there a money plane too? Can we watch
There will
them
be
back
after
to back?
tonight.
Not yet.
There will be after tonight. We got the green screen. So.
Money train.
Hey, the other Rumble, the Rumble strips.
Okay.
Also, Faith, just real
Okay,
quick.
that just sounds like Kelsey Grammer is now stripping. Go ahead.
Where I was going. I'm sorry. But for the podcast, I mean for the show, the Coming In Hot show.
Yes.
Did you listen to my suggestion as to how you all should start the podcast? Did you listen to that song?
I did. I was a fan of it. I was like, J Mike coming in hot with the theme songs. And they were all like, I like this one too. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm just hosting it, but.
You know what? I'm not even mad. I just love that song and I wanted somebody else to enjoy it. And I thought you might. So good. Good to hear.
I was here for it. Mm-hmm.
To my main man on Twitter.
The boo in the
I'm
corner.
sorry. Go ahead, Faith.
Sorry.
Bungie, Genius the MC, FF Educate You, FF Mr. Carry the One, FF.
My wife carried the one, bro. You missed that. Come on.
Wow.
FF Earring of All Time.
Nobody puts man bun in the corner.
FF
But
Man Bun
it-
Corner. My main man on Twitter at FF Man Bun. Gabe, take us home.
Y'all can't put us in a box. Come on.
What?
105 nickname.
Come on.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
I
All
forgot.
right.
You thought I was gonna forget, bitch. Mm.
That actually reminds me of something I wanted to say to you real quick, not Linda. Can we make a Blake Jarwin bet of sorts for the season? And if you lose, you have to change your handle to not Linda Lyons.
Lindellians.
Yeah, but first it's Lindellians.
I don't know what it is. I don't know anything.
I was gonna say, in Gabe's defense,
Well-
that's not real either. So I don't feel bad not
Yeah.
pronouncing it.
Yeah, pronounce it however you want.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Linda lies is more like it.
Facts.
Linda
Linda lies. But
Linda
the
lies.
I've only seen that referenced on Twitter and in our so-called chat of the like Linda and then lion emoji. I've seen that here and on Twitter. So that was my only frame of reference.
Dave's being an asshole.
I forgot that one. Mr. Gearing, if you nasty.
But I would
Thank you,
love
Zach.
to make a Blake Jarwin bet, maybe, depending on what you say.
I mean, it can't be that fun. His ADP is tight end 20. That's
I bet he finishes in
It's
the
pretty
top
easy.
10 tight ends.
okay. Sure. We can do that outside of that. What am I wagering?
With no weight, but I'm just saying that's what I like. If he finishes in top tight end, I win. If he finishes outside of top tight end, you win. But you have to decide the wager.
Okay. Well, I only know.
I'm not watching Money Plane.
Actually, that's good. That's a good one. Dang.
I'm sorry, Sal.
Like a live Periscope of you just like literally watching Money Plane would
Just
be good.
Streaming on Twitch or watching.
Or a Twitch, yeah. All right. We'll figure it out, I guess. But we can put that on the board of sorts. I'll figure out my end of the wager. Deli. So I have questions, but I don't even know who you are. So, so this is I don't know. This is a horrible draft. I have a friend from high school. Shout out to Phil. His real
Just
name.
one.
I was gonna say, is that his real name?
I have one friend from high school. His name is Phil. No, see, Faith, that's not his real name. All right. But everyone called him Phil in high school, and no one knew why. He did not know why. It just kind of stuck, and people called him Phil. His first name is Daniel. It's nowhere close. Nothing. There's literally no reference in the history of his life or people surrounding him to where that is referenced. So Faith, would you like to interject?
Do. So
Okay.
upon that story, and this could be the same situation, but probably not. I have a friend whose his name is Richard. But everybody called him Richie when he was a kid. No, it's not Richard. His name is just Rich. His dad's name is Rich. Everybody called him Richie as a kid, but now he's a grown adult, so everybody calls him Dick because I don't know why. And I was like, I refuse to call a grown man Richie because you're grown, and I refuse to call you Dick because I refuse to call you Dick, so I call him Charles.
Yeah. All right, I'm with it. I mean, you could possibly be.
What about Chuck?
I know Chuck is kind of flirting with Dick.
But I call him Charles, not
Okay.
Chuck. I call
All
him
right.
Charles.
All right.
I wish him happy birthday on Facebook, and everybody's like, "What?"
Shout out to wait, what's his fake name? Charles. Shout out to Charles. Happy birthday, whenever that was, belated.
Charles,
Or we see you.
Happy birthday, Charles.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Happy birthday, J Mike.
Birthday.
Whenever.
So my buddy has this nickname Phil. Don't know why, but I had a dream. I don't know, 10 years ago maybe. And I had a dream that I was so envious of that nickname that he just got it out of nowhere. And I was like, you know what? I want a nickname that has nothing to do with my name. And in the dream, I came up with Stu, STU. So I have yet to actually bring that out into the real world and like introduce myself to people that way. I really want to, with people that like I'll never meet again, you know. I don't know why I haven't done it. It's totally my go-to troll move that I just would love, but I haven't executed it yet. So Stu, the 1-0 Stu.
Stu Gearing.
Bonus points for the spelling. You gotta get creative.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No way that
I
it was
should
going to
have
be
probably done
STED.
LYNDA.
Right. Facts. That's all I've got for my nickname. So and I don't even know why. I guess you could. I was selfish because I wanted to be like my friend Phil, and I was selfless still because I haven't trolled people with that fake nickname yet. I'm evolving or devolving. All right. So that was it. That was the open bar. J Mike not only has J Mike's journal, Sal, but he has the dummy blitz. But I mean, if I was going to side with one, never mind. Go listen to both. Just go listen to both. You know, you like to hear that man sing. He sings on both pods. Go check it out. I swear. Totally. Believe me. Just like you would think that Linda is Linda. All right. Linda, you're never going to Linda that down. Okay.
When somebody's lying now, it's just going to be called porn.
I appreciate you saying that though, because that was like my favorite thing probably.
I gave you guys clues. There's 10 people on all of Fantasy Twitter that actually know my name. So, I mean, you guys got half the truth.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah. Maybe when we watch Money Plane 2, I'll come back with a name.
Right? Like Phil and Stu.
Shane, nice.
Dang,
I didn't think of that. And the spelling in Rugrats is that too. STU. Dang, maybe that's where my brain was. What? Okay. Too much.
Timing would have been about right.
I gotta turn this pod off and watch Money Plane. This has been good.
You don't need to turn it off.
Good point. Yeah, if you want to come to the after hours show of the open bar / Is it backslash or forward slash?
Forward slash.
Forward slash. All right. Don't use the backslash. I don't know what that's for, but the forward slash is for our patreon.com / the open bar that apparently exists already,
If
which
they're
is hilarious. I need to find out if I made that. I don't even know. J Mike, sometimes I just sit here after the show and I'm like, I have big plans for the open bar.
Evidenced by the stickers on your hand.
where's J Mike sits here after the
I got
show?
stickers.
What just happened?
Why are we
They might
pinky in the
refill that
brain?
infusion drink. So
Why are we pinky in the brain? Like you,
Yes.
you know what we're gonna do, J Mike? Oh no, what we're gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do, Stu? Oh no, Stu, what we gonna do?
Oh, no, Stu.
Gotta take over the world.
Yeah.
Thing we do every day, Pinky.
Yeah.
Try and take over
That's
the
really how
world.
that goes. What
That's
we gonna
good.
do? Oh no,
I know.
Stu.
No, that yeah. In the real after hours, that's literally what happens. Nothing.
yeah, I see we went over that 90-minute time slot.
Oops. All right.
Sorry,
I always
sorry.
try to press that
I don't
2-hour
know.
mark. All right. Yeah, our outro started 35 minutes ago. So open bar fashion. All right.
Last call.
I don't have anything else to say besides check out J Mike's podcasts. I'm gonna work on some podcast intros someday when I figure out how to take care of a baby at the same time. And J Mike, do we have a show next week, man?
Yeah,
I can't.
money play too.
Money playing running back.
Hello?
I don't know if we do or not. I'll have to check the old DMs, and if not, get to work.
I'm not logging off. I'm just gonna stay on until
Yeah.
next week.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
the Zach
I'll
Reed
be
move.
here next week.
Zach Reed. Zach's like, I'm just not gonna leave. I'm just gonna hang out. I'll see you guys next week. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. I did want to get that in. Love Chadwick. Golly, I love Chadwick Boseman. Why is 2020 so dang awful?
Yep.
Man.
Cancer sucks.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm done. Yeah, cancer sucks.
F cancer.
Love Chadwick Boseman, especially in Jackie
Wakanda forever.
Robinson, but definitely
Wakanda
Black
forever.
Panther. Wakanda forever. Yeah, I'm done. Sorry, Gabe. Let's do this.
All right then. I agree with you, J Mike. So let's put some drinks up or a fist or any sort of object towards the screen to the people that we are podcasting with tonight and listening with and chatting with, if that's your thing. Sal, did we get to the kombucha ranking? Should we hit on that real quick? Or
Do you guys have another hour?
I have 3
I'm
minutes.
gonna need a monologue.
There's
I have
my
3
favorite
minutes.
kombucha
I'm going to
flavor.
cut you off right when it hits 2 hours. So
No, oh my gosh.
Rise, low sugar, kiwi, and banana flavor.
wait, okay. I actually like kombucha, but banana? Oh wait, or is that
Oh, sorry.
an entire flavor?
Sorry, I meant kiwi and pineapple. It's been a
Okay.
long show.
Same thing.
It's a yellow
Sounds a little better.
Vontae. Oh, that's right. Chadwick Boseman played Vontae Mack in
I
Draft
didn't
Day.
even get to pick
No matter
which
what.
produce I was. That fucking sucks. Next
Vontae
time.
Mack, no matter
You
what.
have 2 minutes. Produce draft,
I'm gonna-
quick.
Pineapple.
I'm gonna go broccoli because it's good, cold, and also steamed, and with cheese and without cheese.
Do you have a player
Is
that you
broccoli
could?
produce?
Yeah, could you connect it to an NFL player for us real quick?
And if an NFL player that's not a sexy choice but can be used in a versatility way.
Yeah. Bonus points if it starts with K because broccoli is known for vitamin K.
Kickers.
Yeah.
I don't have a K, but I'll go Philip Lindsay, whose passing back game has been madly disrespected. That's like disrespecting cold broccoli. Same.
Yeah.
One equals the other, is all I'm saying.
When you
All right.
said cold broccoli, do you mean raw broccoli? Or broccoli that's been
What?
steamed but is now cold?
You think I'm gonna steam broccoli and then be like, wait till it cools down?
Well, it's like leftover broccoli that like you eat it before you heating it up.
And a vegetable.
It's
why
great,
is
but
it
I'm just
raw?
saying.
It's not meat. Like it's just.
It's just
Because
cold.
it is a raw vegetable.
Yeah.
Vitamin
I know.
K,
I just
Kareem
hate the
Hunt.
verbiage that we use for that. All right. Kareem Hunt. That's a good one. I agree. But for
That
vitamin
is a good
K,
one.
I got you. Yeah. All right. Pineapple. J Mike said pineapple. We have 40 seconds. Faith.
Honeycrisp apple.
Green beans.
Honeycrisp apple. Green beans.
Ooh, wow, yes.
He went straight to the core on that one.
Oh, Apple
Listen to
Joe.
you, Gabe. Listen to you.
Come on.
Gabe,
Come
you got
on.
20 seconds.
I'm going lemons because citrus is my mistress. I put them in cocktails. I put them in my water. I feel good when I podcast, when I drink them, whether it's in the water or the cocktail.
Blueberries.
Citrus is my mistress, baby. This has been the Open Bar. Until next week. Da 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 da. Wakanda forever. Deuces.